Everybody can see the screen now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Pariksit received
Yes,
it.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I think it's another beautiful chapter. And I think get to cover it today. Sota Gosvami said, okay, just let's take 1 minute. Hare Krishna. I think now the audio quality would improve. Suta Goswami said, O learned Brahmanas, Maharaja Pariksit then began to rule over the world. How Pariksit received the age of Kali. This is a new chapter. Maharaja Pariksit, then you know that what happened, all the Pandavas went for, they left the moment they came to know Krishna has departed for his own abode, his Leela. Krishna's Leela is called Prakat, Aprakat. The Leela of the Lord has become Aprakat. Then what happened? Immediately Krishna departed, the Pandavas left the palace, handed over throne to Pariksit Maharaj. Maharaja Pariksit then began to rule over the world as a great devotee of the Lord under instruction the best of the twice-born Brahmanas. He ruled by those great qualities which are foretold by expert astrologers at the time of his birth. We saw that great astrologers said he will be like this, and all the qualities are actually visible in him. And he's been personally trained by the 5 grandfathers, Pandavas, that trained him. King Pariksit married the daughter of King Uttara and begot 4 sons headed by Maharaj Janmajaya. O Maharaj Pariksit, after having selected Krpacarya for guidance as a spiritual master, performed 3 horse sacrifices on the bank of the Ganges. These were executed sufficient rewards for the attendants, and at this sacrifice, even the common man could see demigod. Pariksit Maharaj performed yagnas so nicely that all the devatas appeared. Even the common people could take darshan of the devatas. Ashwamedha yagnas he was doing. Today, sometimes people say, why I can't see Indra, Ganesha, all the devatas? Yeah, you can't see. Where is the yagna first? I have to do yagna. Yeah. So today it's not possible to do these yagnas. But what is the recommended yagna for Kaliyuga? Nama Kirtana. Once when Maharaj Pariksit was on his way to conquer saw the master of Kaliyuga was lower than a Shudra, disguised the king and hurting the legs of a cow and a bull. That is the picture I think yesterday I sent for this class. The king at once caught hold of him to deal sufficient punishment. So, Shidra, my sister. So he saw somebody trying to give pain to cow and a bull. Immediately he said, took his sword out and give him sufficient punishment. Now, immediately you see the strictness of Saunaka Rsi, how much strict we should be. Saunaka Rsi inquired. When this narration is going by Suta Gosvami, Saunaka Muni is saying, please wait a minute. Why did Maharaj Pariksit simply punish him since he was the lowest of Shudras, having dressed as the king and having struck the cow on the leg? Means he should have killed him. What sufficient punishment? Maro. That is one thing. But please don't talk about this if they're not relating to Krishna. We are not interested to hear. See, in Vedic culture, if somebody is hurting a cow, it's unimaginable news because cows are treated like a mother, given all respects. So even the news like that should shock somebody. Somebody did like that. But say, oh, that's okay. What sufficient punishment? Why did you say sufficient punishment? You should have killed him. Why let such a person live? He is poor, innocent cow is trying harming. He was breaking the legs of the cow and bull, hurting the leg. You should have killed him. Why did he simply punish him? Say sufficient punishment. Number 1. Number 2, please describe all these incidents if they relate to the topics of Lord Krishna. Please let us not waste time. Let us discuss about these things only if they are connected to Krishna. Here we are collected for hearing Krishna Katha. Just like suppose I say, let us discuss now the politics of Rajasthan, who will become chief minister next. What do you will say? Sir, please, sir. We came to this class for hearing Bhagavatam. What do you say that? Same way, we have come here to hear about All the sages are saying, we have collected together to hear about Krishna. So please let us not waste a moment. This shows how much serious we have to be in our spiritual life. Look at them. The devotees of the Lord are accustomed to licking up the honey available from the lotus feet of the Lord. What is the use of topics which simply waste one's valuable life? What is the use of these topics? All this, Imagine this is the big news. There's so much katha is going on. He did that, he said that. What is the use hearing to the jokers? Hear what Krishna says in Gita, there is some benefit. They can't protect you. Oh, Sota Gosvami, there are those among men who desire freedom from death and get eternal life. This escape the slaughtering process by calling the controller of death Yamaraj. As long as Yamaraj, who causes everyone death, is present. So they invited Yamaraj also to hear the Bhagavatam, so that there will be no disturbance. Because anyway, he will also enjoy Bhagavatam, so he will not disturb anybody. As long as Yamaraj, who causes everyone death, is present here, no one shall meet with death. The great sages invited the controller of Yamaraj, who is the representative of the Lord. Living beings who are under his grip should take advantage by hearing the deathless nectar in the form of the narration of the transcendent pastimes of the Lord. So there will be no disturbance even from Yamaraj if we continue hearing Bhagavad Gita. Lazy human beings with party, intelligent, short duration life pass the night sleeping and the day performing activity that are for a naught. The people every day is going, life is moving, we are moving toward death, but instead of preparing for death, people just know how to waste their time. Night sleeping and doing activity in the day which are useless. So imagine how beautiful, even the hearers are so qualified. Wait. Don't talk about the activity, they're not related to the Lord. And what is he did? Simply punished. I should have killed him. What kind of king is he? Devoted to the Lord, and we are accustomed to licking honey available from lotus feet of the Lord. So much pleasure is there in hearing Krishna Katha. Why Grame Katha? So therefore, very important step in spiritual advancement is focus on Krishna Katha and save time from Grame Katha. Who wants to get free from desire from from death, they escape the slaughtering process by calling the control of that Yamaraj. Okay, now let us see. 10. Suta Gosvami said, why Pariksit Maharaj was residing in the capital of Kuru Empire, the symptoms of the age of Kali began. He's explaining in detail what happened. So when he was in its capital, the emperor, he was the emperor of the whole world. There were kings all around the world. He was the emperor, empire. Mahabharat means great India. When Pariksit Maharaj was residing in the capital of Kuru Empire, symptoms of the age of Kali began to infiltrate within the jurisdiction of his state. When he learned about this, he did not think the matter very palatable. What is this? That's a king. King that doesn't allow any disturbance. This did, however, give him a chance to fight. Prabhupada says not like modern day politician. He is busy pulling each other's leg. He is busy protecting his own seat. He is busy pulling each other's leg within the party, outside the party. Total politics. So Prabhupada said where they have a time to think about public, they are busy securing their own chair. So this is not Pariksit Maharaj. His chair is secure. He is the emperor for life. He wants, he can keep and retire when he wants. Maharaja Pariksit, rising capital Kuru, the symptom of the age of Kali started appearing. When he learned about this, he did not think the matter was palatable. He did, however, give him a chance to fight. Kshatriya is, waiting. He is the best fighter in the world. Been trained by the Pandavas. Bhima has trained him. Arjuna has trained him. Nobody can fight with him. He was the best. He got a chance to fight. He took up with bow and arrows and prepared himself for military activity to punish people who are causing disturbance in his empire. Maharaja Pariksit sat on a chariot drawn by black horses. Arjuna was white, he's a black. His flag was marked the sign of a lion, Narsimha Deva, not an ordinary lion, Narsimha Deva. Beings are decorated and surrounded by charioteers, cavalry, elephant, infantry soldiers left the capital to conquer all directions. Maharaja Pariksit then conquered all parts of the earthly planet, Bhadrashava, Ketumala, Bharata, Northern Kuru, Kimpurusha, etc., and exacted tributes from their respective rulers. Wherever the king visited, he continuously heard the glories of his great forefathers, the Pandavas, who were all devoted to the Lord, and also the glories of the glorious acts of Lord Krishna. He also heard how he himself had been protected by the Lord from the powerful heat of the weapon of Ashwatthama. People also mention the great affection between the descendant of the Vrishni and Pritha due to letters, great devotion to Lord Krishna. The king, being very pleased with the singer of such glories, opened his eyes with great satisfaction. Out of magnanimity, pleased to award them very valuable necklaces and clothing. Maharaja Pariksit heard that out of his causeless mercy, Lord Krishna, Vishnu, is universally obeyed, rendered all kind of service to the malleable sons of Pandu by accepting posts ranging from chariot driver to president, to messenger, to friend, night watchman, etc., according to the will of the Pandavas, obeying just like a servant and offering obeisances like one younger in years. When he heard all this, Maharaj Pariksit became overwhelmed with devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord. He was a great devotee and he was hearing glories of Krishna when he was traveling. Now you may hear from me what happened. Now something Shri Radha Govinda ki, something interesting happens now. What a Maharaj Pariksit passing his days hearing the good occupation of his forefathers, being absorbed in thought of them. So he's enjoying. The personality of religious principle now, Dharma itself, was there in the form of the bull, was wandering about in the form of the bull, and he met with the personality of earth in the form of a cow, who appeared to grieve like a mother who lost her child. She had tears in her eyes, so he met Dharma Purusha, met Bhudevi, earth in the form of the cow, to grieve like a mother lost child. She had tears in her eyes, the beauty of body was lost. The Dharma questioned the earth as follows. Dharma in the form of the bull asked, Madam, are you not hale and hearty? Why are you covered with the shadow of grief? It appears by your face that you have become black. Are you suffering from some internal disease, or are you thinking of some relative who's away in a distant place? Prabhupada said these are all for Kaliyuga. Kaliyuga, everybody is relative within a distant place. Because of the way education and employment, people go away. Previously, it was not like that. Agriculture society, you're in the same village only. But today, child will be in one place, somebody in one place. And because whom they love is not with them, people are always sad. This is the reality of Kaliyuga. Correct? Name of economic advancement, all families are scattered. The parent, their son, their dear son is in America or in England or in another city in India. You can't see him. So they're all proper says, everybody relative within a distant place, they're thinking of them and they are sad. An internal disease, so many diseases anyway part of Kaliyuga. I have lost my 3 legs and now standing on 1 leg only. That is Dharma Purusha, because in Kaliyuga there are 4 legs of Dharma. What is that? Truthfulness, austerity. Some people who are new can make notes. Before there are legs of Dharma. One thing is truthfulness. And truthfulness is broken by gambling. Because of gambling, people break truthfulness. Okay, is it clear, everybody? The next leg is what? The next leg is?
Austerity.
Austerity. And austerity is broken by drinking, by intoxication. Like I remember in colleges, whenever kya hua, fail ho gaye, kya yaar, daru pee lete hain. So they keep drinking liquor for any excuse. So they lose their mental capacity to take up any difficult thing. Any difficult situation, chal daru peete hain. They drink for anything. That's very famous. Now drunkards are 90% of society in some cities. At least 20% is 30% is quite common. Colleges, new generation, 90%. Maybe other generation, 20-30%. So because intoxication, we lose austerity, and for gambling, we lose truthfulness. Then illicit sex, cleanliness. You lose because when anybody's mind is dirty, illicit sex, he could not be clean, neither he has time to be clean. He's busy with all the time. And then truthfulness, austerity, cleanliness, and then mercy. And mercy goes by killing animal for your food. Leave him alone. No? Why can't you take some fruits and vegetables? Why you have to kill somebody's neck? Why you have to have Rakshasi's food and make your stomach a graveyard? But people like that. So by these activities, 4 legs of Dharma are broken. Now standing on 1 leg only means some truthfulness is remaining. Then you go to the shops, you give money, he gives you products. It doesn't say you never give money. Sometimes it happens, but very rarely. You give some money to conductor, he says, I know you never gave me money. He forgets. Or you forgot what note he gave, he also forgets what note he gave. Sometimes that also happens. है ना 1000 का नोट दिया 500 का नोट दिया 100 रुपए का नोट दिया याद नहीं कंडक्टर को मेरे को भी याद नहीं it happens sometimes so but generally so only 1 leg is there that is also a little wobbling and 3 legs are gone therefore if you remember in the picture I said you can see Dharma standing on 1 leg and now standing on one only. So therefore, Kaliyuga, when this leg also breaks, then it will be total chaos. Some peace is there because one leg is standing. Mercy is not there. They did analysis today. Practically 90% Indians are becoming non-veg now. Once in a while they eat non-veg. Their intoxication is gone. So meat eating is going on. So there people have no mercy, no karuna. For their tongue pleasure, they will kill anybody. And nature is also giving slap only. This corona is because of that only. From bats you got this. China has gifted fifth virus they have gifted. Sixth one will also come. As all by different animals, by nature's arrangement, different viruses are there. If you eat them, you get that. They want to eat anything and everything which moves. They'll get. Now somebody told me there is one blue Nile virus. It is in a crocodile in Nile river, and it is such a dangerous virus. From all the pores of the body, blood comes out when you get that. So there are so many dangerous diseases kept around. If you play around, they will come to you. Nature will give you a slap. So also, therefore, meat eating. So nature is already punishing. So people eating meat have no mercy. So then you will be punished. You also will be punished. You don't care for their life, okay. You also die. Individually, collectively, reaction always comes. What is the second thing? Today's no mercy in the society today. Everybody is a meat eater. Now, number two, intoxication. Intoxication. So no austerity in society today because people just drink and sleep. And then gambling. And then comes to next one, illicit sex. Yes. Therefore, people's mind are not clean. You know, it is so much prevalent in society today, illicit sex. Marriages are break very easily. And so many ways it is promoted. At least we were lucky when we were youngsters. There was no TV, only one Doordarshan channel, heavily controlled. But today there are how many? 300, 400 channels. Correct? All hoarding, magazines, internet is full of illicit sex. It's not easy. Illicit sex will make your mind impure. And then remaining is only one leg, little truthfulness is remaining. Therefore, the world is standing. Otherwise, it will total chaos. Okay. Present situation. So I lost my three legs and now standing on one only. Are you lamenting for this my state of existence? You feel crying because seeing Dharma is totally gone. Are you in great anxiety because henceforward the unlawful meat eaters will exploit you? That's what people do. They will just eat you. Are you in a sorry plight because the demigods are not bereft of the share of sacrificial offering or no sacrifice are being performed present? Nobody is doing Devi Devata Puja also today properly. We say Ganesh Chaturthi also, they'll put some film songs. Now what you are going to expect after that? A nonsense film song dal diya. Or are you grieving for the living being because the sufferings due to famine and drought? So this is asking. Are you feeling compunction for the unhappy women and children who are left forlorn by unscrupulous persons? So many women and children are left unprotected, uncared. Are you feeling sad? Because these are all symptoms of Kaliyuga. Kaliyuga, these all things are going to happen. So nice to read Bhagavatam. See. The so-called administrators are now bewildered by the influence of the age of Kali. Okay, sorry, I didn't finish this. Or are you unhappy because goddess of learning is being handled by Brahmana edited to acts against the principle of religion? You know, the Brahmanas are misusing the Vedas and justifying sinful activities from the Vedas. So are you being very feeling bad because of that? Are you sorry to see the Brahmanas that taken shelter administrative family that do not respect Brahminical culture? You know, Brahmana, like remember Chanakya, was always strict. He never took a salary from Chandragupta Maurya because he can speak anything which is wrong, this is wrong. And if the Brahmana take shelter just for Dakshina, they keep glorifying administrative family, they do not respect, that's not correct. The so-called, the first thing, the Brahmanas are disordered, they have lost. Actually, Vedic culture collapsed first because Brahmanas collapsed. And the first person to collapse was Shringi, the son of Saunaka Rsi, who cursed Pariksit Maharaj. That shows the pride, unnecessarily giving death penalty. So Brahmanas collapsed. Once they collapsed, they were the one training Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudras. Everything went for a six. Then Kshatriyas are also gone. So-called administrators are now bewildered by the influence of the age of Kali, thus put all the state affairs into disorder. Are you now lamenting this disorder? Kshatriyas have made a mess. They're also not doing their duties properly. Are you lamenting? Because why are you? Is asking, Dharma Purusha is asking, why are you crying? Now the great general populace does not follow the rules and regulations for eating, sleeping, drinking and mating. Thus they incline to perform such anywhere and everywhere. Are you unhappy because of this? People do not follow any rules and regulations now. Are you feeling? He's asking, Dharma Purusha is asking cow. Are you feeling sad because of her? Oh Mother Earth, finally conclude. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari incarnated himself as Lord Sri Krishna just to uphold your heavy burden. All his activities here are transcendental and they cement the path of liberation. You are now bereft of his presence. You're probably now thinking of those activities and feeling sorry in their absence. Because Krishna had come on the call of Bhudevi only. She went and prayed. Actually, Bhudevi is the wife in the form of Varadev. She is the wife of Lord Krishna. So are you feeling sad because now Krishna has gone away? You only prayed for him to come. Correct? She went to Brahma and Brahma called and Krishna said, I'll come. Now he has gone away. He removed the burden from earth. But are you feeling sad because your Lord Krishna has gone away? Actually, that was the main reason. Interesting. Oh Mother, you are the reservoir of all riches. Please inform me of the root cause of your tribulation by which you have been reduced to such a weak state. I think that the powerful influence of time which conquers the most power might have forcefully taken away all your fortune, which are adored even by the demigod. The earthly deity in the form of the cow thus replied to the personality religious prince in the form of the bull. O Dharma, whatever you have inquired from me shall be known to you. I shall try to reply to all those questions. Once you are also maintained by 4 legs and now increase happiness all the universe by the mercy of the Lord. So you are also walking on 4 legs. You are also in a difficult position now. You are saying I am crying, but you are also in a difficult position. 3 legs are broken. And you increase the happiness of all the universe by the mercy of the Lord. In him, the Lord, reside truthfulness, cleanliness, intolerance of one's unhappiness, the power to control anger, self-satisfaction, straightforwardness, steadiness of mind, control of the sense organs, responsibility, equality, tolerance, equanimity, faithfulness, knowledge, absence of sense enjoyment, leadership, chivalry, influence, power to make everything possible, the discharge of proper duty, the complete independence, dexterity, fullness of all beauty, serenity, kind-heartedness, ingenuity, gentility, magnanimity, determination, perfection in all knowledge, proper execution, possession of all objects of enjoyment, joyfulness, immovability, fidelity, faith, worship, pridelessness, being as a personality Godhead, eternity, many other transcendental qualities, which are eternally present and never to be separated from him. That personality Godhead, the reservoir of the goddess and the beauty, Lord Sri Krishna, has now closed his transcendental pastime on the face of the world. In essence, the age of Kali has spread his influence everywhere. So I am sorry to see this condition of existence. I am thinking about myself and also, O best of the demigods, about you, as well as about all the demigods, sages, denizens of Pritraloka, devotees of the Lord, and all men obedient to the system of Varna and Ashrama in the human society. Lakshmi Ji, the god of the fortune, a glance of grace was sought by demigods like Brahma, and for whom they surrendered many a day unto the personality Godhead, gave up her own abode in the forest of lotus flower, engaged in service of the lotus feet of the Lord. So even Lakshmi Ji, so opulent, also engaged in Krishna's service, has endowed his special powers to supersede the fortune of all the 3 planetary systems by being decorated with the impression of the flag, thunderbolt, elephant, driving rod, and lotus flower, which are the signs of the lotus feet of the Lord. So many people say you are God, many people feel that God. If you have these 4 things, you are God, otherwise you are not. Show you are like, somebody says you are God, a lot of jokers are running around, this person incarnation of God, that. I should see this 4 symbol, flag, thunderbolt, elephant driving rod, and lotus flower. If I see this, you are God, otherwise not. Signs of the lotus feet of the Lord. It's so easy to identify God. But at the end, whenever I felt I was fortunate, so I had the opportunity in the through universe. No planet had this blessing. I was blessed. The Lord was walking on me. I was felt most fortunate among all the places in the universe. But now the Lord has gone away. Oh, personality of religion. I was greatly overburdened by the undue military phalanxes arranged by the atheistic kings, and I was relieved by the grace of the personality Godhead. So, that's why the Bhudevi went, and Krishna arranged with Mahabharata war to destroy all of them. Jarasandha, so many armies they destroyed to reduce the burden on earth on this dangerous kings. You get power and out of control. They say power corrupts. Yes, crazy man, power corrupts. Not everybody. The crazy people are holding too much power, so Krishna cut them to size so that innocent people are not tortured. They can live peacefully. I was greatly overburdened by the undue military phalanx arranged by the atheistic king, and I was relieved by the grace of the personality of God. Similarly, you were also in a distressed condition, weakened in your standing strength, and thus he also incarnated by the internal family of the Yadus to relieve you. O personality of religion, I was greatly overburdened by the undue military phalanx arranged by the atheistic king. So these Nastic kings were harassing. I was greatly overburdened by that. This was the condition. And I was relieved by the grace personality of God. Krishna came and he relieved me from this disturbance. All the armies walking on me, only torturing innocent people. I was so much disturbed. Jarasandha, Kamsa, so many. And now I'm. Similarly, you were also in distressed condition, weak in your standing strength. And thus he also incarnated by internal in the family Yadus to relieve you. So Dharma Purusha, you were also relieved by the Lord. Who therefore can tolerate the pangs of separation from that Supreme Personality of Godhead? He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweethearts like Satyabhama by his sweet smile of love, pleasing glance and hearty appeal. So Krishna, who can tolerate the separation from him? By his smile only he captured the hearts of all his wives. When he traversed my earth's surface, I would emerge in the dust of his lotus feet, and thus would be sumptuously covered with grass which appeared like hair standing on me out of pleasure. So out of ecstasy I was situation. Krishna was walking on me. While earth and the personal religion were thus engaged in conversation, the saintly King Pariksit reached the shore of the Saraswati river which flowed toward the east. So something happened now. Pariksit Maharaj reaches the scene. Suta Gosvami said after reaching that place, Maharaja Pariksit observed that a lower class Shudra dressed like a king was beating a cow and a bull with a club as if they had no owner. The bull was as white as a lotus flower. He was terrified of the Shudra. He was beating him. He was so afraid that he was standing on one leg, trembling and urinating. Any animal, when he becomes too much scared, starts urinating. So he was that condition. How the cow is beneficial because one can draw religious principle from her. She was not rendered poor and calfless. Her legs were being beaten by a Shudra. There were tears in her eyes and she was distressed and weak. She was hankering after some grass in the field. This is the condition of Kaliyuga. This is the way Kaliyuga we treat cow and bull. Anna? And then they say, we want to be happy. Prabhupada says it's a joke. Maharaja Pariksit, well equipped with the arrows and bow and seated on a gold embroidered chariot, spoke to him, the Shudra, with a deep voice, resounding a thunder. Who are you? You appear to be strong, yet you dare kill within a protection those who are helpless. Because the king is duty to protect the cow. Any helpless person that Kshatriya protects. He has got a shock in this empire. This is happening. By your dress, you pose yourself to be a godly man king. You look like a king. Your dress is like a kirita and all king. But your deeds, you're opposing the principle of twice born Kshatriya. These are not the activities of a Kshatriya, what you're doing. Unfortunate, what are you doing? Then Maharaj Pariksit asked the bull, who are you? Are you a bull as white as a white lotus? Are you a devata? Can't believe somebody is so beautiful, bull. You have lost 3 of your legs and are moving on one only. Are you some demigod causing us grief in the form of a bull? See, look how authority he has. So, grandson of Pandava, not an ordinary person. Now, for the first time in the kingdom, well protected by the arms of the king of the Kuru dynasty, I see you grieving with tears in your eyes. So Prabhupada, that's a good king. Even animals should be jolly and loving, happy. What is happening now? And up till now, no one has ever shed tears because of royal negligence. This is negligence. How can a kingdom of king this can happen? Today kings have no botheration. Let people eat cow and bull, no problem. Oh, son of Surabhi, you need not lament any longer. There is no need for fear this low caste Shudra. And oh, mother cow, as long as I live as a ruler and subject of all envious men, there is no cause for you to cry. Everything will be good for you. So Pariksit Maharaj is saying, don't worry, I've come now. Oh, chaste one, the king's good name, duration of life, and good rebirth vanish when all the living, all kind of living with are terrified by the miscreant in his kingdom. This will not be allowed. If it is allowed, I lose everything, my name, my duration of life, everything, because 1/6 of the karma king is getting. If suppose somebody offers the post of king, you should not take. You will get 1/6 of the karma of the public. The people are doing sinful activity in the kingdom. You should, oh, sorry, I cannot take the post. You have to take their karma. It is certainly the prime duty of the king to subdue first the suffering of those who suffer. That's the duty of the king. Therefore, I must kill this most wretched man because he is violent against other living beings. So he is planning to give death penalty to the Shudra. He, Maharaja Pariksit, repeatedly addressed and questioned the bull thus, O son of Surabhi, who has cut off your legs, 3 legs, in a state of the kings who are obedient to the law of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna? There is no one as unhappy as you. What is this? I can't bear to see somebody in so much pain like you. Oh, bull, you are offenseless and thoroughly honest. Therefore, I wish all good to you. Please tell me the perpetrator of these mutilations which blacken the reputation of the sons of Pritha. Whoever causes offenseless living being to suffer must fear me anywhere and everywhere in this world. Isn't it? Real Kshatriya. Anybody causes pain like this should fear Pariksit Maharaj. By curbing dishonest miscreants, one automatically benefits the offenseless. An upstart living being who commit offenses by torturing those who are offenseless shall be directly uprooted by me, even though he may be a demigod of heaven with armor and decoration. He's so powerful. He's saying even Arjuna, no devatas could fight with him. Khandiva forest, Arjuna held Indra itself. He was so powerful warrior. He is also similarly powerful. He said if somebody may be devata or whatever he may be, if he does anything like this, I'm going to punish him, whoever it may be. That's a Kshatriya. Correct? He's not compromising, a weak-hearted, coward. No. Anybody tortures the offense will be directly uprooted by me. Even though that's why Kshatriya cannot be non-violent. Prabhupada used to laugh. Non-violence for a Kshatriya. Prabhupada is nonsense idea. Correct? Kshatriya means punish. Kshatriya is not okay, sorry. No, Kshatriya will punish. Even though he is demigods in heaven with armor and decoration. The supreme duty of the ruling king is to give all protection to the law-abiding person and to chastise those who stray from the ordinance of the scripture in ordinary time where there is no emergency. So, except an emergency, people sometimes in emergency, the rules are different, just like nowadays rules are different. Otherwise, without emergency, if somebody does not do his duties, he should be punished. Okay. So, everybody has to follow the Shastra. The personality religion says, these words are spoken by you befit a person of the Pandava dynasty. Dharma Purusha starts speaking. So this is not ordinary bull, that Dharma Purusha standing there. He says the words, your words what you're speaking are befit a person of the Pandava dynasty. Captivated with the devotional quality of the Pandava, your Lord Krishna performed duties. Krishna, the personality of God, performed duties as a messenger. Say Krishna did everything for you Pandavas because you Pandavas captured his heart by his sincere devotion. Oh, greatest among human beings. It is very difficult to ascertain the particular miscreant is caused our suffering because we are bewildered by the different opinions of theoretical philosophers. Why there is suffering, it is just like today there is so much suffering. Why suffering is happening in society? Very difficult to know. Various reasons. Some philosophers who deny all sorts of duality declare one's own self responsible for his personal happiness and distress. That is Karvimamsa of Gemini. They say, you do punya, you get punya, you do papa, you do papa. That's it. Others say superhuman powers are responsible. Devatas are doing all the suffering. Others say the activity is responsible. Others, gross material is maintained. The nature is the ultimate cause. Nothing. Nature is all nature. Viruses, bacteria. Some people say that's only. Some people say, no, virus, it's all Papa Karma coming to society. And we can see Papa Karma is already happening. Papa ka ghada bhar gaya tha phat gaya. And nature is, okay. So materialists maintain only nature is the ultimate. Because for them, they don't know behind nature God is there. Even if you accept nature, Prakriti, behind nature, Krishna is there. There are also some thinkers who believe that no one can ascertain the cause of this by argumentation, nor know it by imagination, nor express it by word. Oh, sage among the kings, judge for yourself and thinking over all this with your intelligence. So Prabhupada says, easily he is a Dharma Purusha. He says he's suffering, his leg is being broken, king, the fellow Shudra is in front of him, but he's not holding him responsible. He says, so many reasons, my own karma maybe. Why is it happening? You understand? It's not easy to understand. When somebody gives you pain, he goes to hell, but if you put finger at him, you also go to hell. Why? Because he is only immediate cause, real cause is your karma. If your karma is not there, nobody can give you pain. So he said, you understand, and Dharma Purusha spoke very philosophically. Oh, Suta Gosvami is the best among the men. The Emperor Pariksit, after hearing the religion speak, personality religion speak, was fully satisfied and without mistake or regret, he gave his reply. So how evolved the people are. Look at the statement Pariksit Maharaj is speaking. Hai na? So what developed personalities were there? And these were the kings India produced. Raja Rishis. King said, oh, you who in the form of bull, you know the truth about religion. You're speaking according to the principle, the destination intended for the perpetrator of religious acts is also intended for one who identifies a perpetrator. If I say he is giving you pain, somebody gives you pain, he goes to hell definitely. But if you say he has given you pain, you also go to hell. You can understand it's your own karma, not he. You are no other than the personality religion. Understood. See, today they are not able to understand the so-called kings of today. Understood. He is also not ordinary Raja Rishi. Thus concluded that the Lord's energy is, thus it is concluded Lord's energy is inconceivable. No one can estimate them by mental speculation or by word jugglery. In the age of Satya, truthfulness, your four legs are established with the four principles of austerity, cleanness, mercy, and truthfulness. I already gave the analysis. Austerity is broken by drinking. Cleanness is broken by illicit sex. Mercy broken by meat eating. Truthfulness broken by gambling. But it appears the three of your legs are broken to rampant irreligious form of pride, lust over intoxication. Another way we can do that. Okay. Here instead of illicit sex, pride is there. No, sorry, meat eating pride is there. And I use this because I cannot tell in colleges first day meat eating because they faint. Meat eating nahi hai. Everybody can't live without meat today, though 90% people eat meat. So another way to say meat in pride, because out of pride only you give pain to the animals. You think your life is so divine, you can eat animals for that special life. What is divine about your life? Same thing animals do, you are doing, rather animals are better. Animals don't take drinks, alcohol. They don't take tambaku pan. They're better than you. The burden of the earth was certainly diminished by the personality guarded by others as well. When he was present as an incarnation, all good was performed because of his auspicious footprint. Krishna was there. He reduced the burden of the earth and removing such kind of people. Now, she, the chaste one, being unfortunately forsaken by the personality guarded, laments her future with tears in her eyes. Now she is being ruled and enjoyed by low-class men who pose as rulers today. They try. In India, the sentiment is there. Again, Karnataka, they want to try to ban cow slaughter. Correct? But people are the parliament itself, some people will say, I want to eat. What can you do? Ruled and enjoyed by lower class men who pose as rulers. They're not fit to be rulers, simply they pose as rulers. Maharaja Pariksit could fight with 1,000 enemies single-handedly. He is also Maharathi, thus pacified the personal religion on earth. Then he took a sharp sword to kill the personality Kali, who was the cause of all the religion. No good, no Kshatriya will spare such a person. God came out. When the personality Kali understood the king was willing to kill him, that is actually Kali Purusha. Abha. Then he abandoned the dress of a king, apna sab suit and mukut sab nikal ke pheng, talwar sab nikal ke pheng diya, under pressure of fear, and fell down at the feet of Pariksit Maharaj, bowing his head. Now, Kshatriya cannot kill somebody who has taken his shelter. That's also a rule. The Maharaja Pariksit was qualified to accept surrender and worthy of being sung in history, did not kill the poor, surrendered and fallen Kali Purusha, but smiled compassionately, for he was kind to the poor. Actually, there is one reason he spared the life. Because in Kaliyuga, one great quality is there. What is that? Kirtanateva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Paramrajet, Kaliyuga, just by chanting Harinama, you can go Krishna Loka. Therefore, he said, okay, live. Otherwise, he would have slaughtered the Kali Purusha. The king thus said, we have inherited the fame of Arjuna. Therefore, since you have surrendered yourself with folded hand, you did not fear for your life. But you cannot remain in my kingdom. You are a friend of the irreligion. Niklo, you cannot stay in my kingdom. If the personality of Kali irreligion is allowed to act as a man god as executive head, certainly irreligious principles like greed, falsehood, robbery, uncivility, treachery, misfortune, cheating, quarrel, and vanity will abound. If Kali Purusha is allowed to dance, any house, the four regular principles are broken, any city, any place, what happens? Any individual, what has happened? Greed, falsehood, robbery. Kali Purusha will start dancing, and what will come? Greed, falsehood, robbery, uncivility, treachery, misfortune, cheating, quarrel, vanity will abound. Therefore, O friend of religion, you do not deserve to remain in a place where experts perform sacrifices according to truth and religious principle for the satisfaction of Supreme Personality of God. भाई मेरे राज्य में तो भगवान की पूजा होती है, तुम निकल हो जाते, तुम डिस्टर्ब करोगे. In all sacrificial ceremonies, although sometimes the demigod is worshipped, Supreme Personality of God is worshipped because he is the super soul of everyone and exists both inside and outside like the air. Thus it is he only who awards all welfare to the worshipper. Sri Suta Gosvami said, the personality Kali thus being ordered by Maharaja Pariksit began to tremble in fear. Seeing the king before him like Yamaraja ready to kill him, Kali spoke to king as follows. Your majesty, though I may live anywhere and everywhere under your order, I shall but see you with bow and arrows wherever I go. Because why do I say outside the kingdom? Whole earth is your place. Where do I go? Where do I go? Wherever I go, I'll see you with the sword. Because if I try anything funny like what I did now, you'll kill me. So where do I go? Therefore, O chief among the protector of religion, please fix some place for me where I can live permanently under the protection of your government. Give me some place. Suta Goswami said, Maharaj Pariksit, thus being petitioned a personality of Kali, gave him permission to reside in a place where gambling, drinking, prostitution, animal slaughter are performed. So any house, any family, any individual, any city, country, these four are there, and Kali Purusha will start dancing and everything will be destroyed. Gambling, drinking, prostitution, animal slaughter. These four are therefore the sins which should be avoided. The personality Kali asked for something more, and because of his begging, the king gave him place to live at the gold. Because wherever there is gold, there is falsity, intoxication, lust, envy, and enmity. Therefore, we should keep the money engaged in Krishna's service, not just accumulate gold. Gold means too much money also. Thus, the personality Kali, by the direction of Maharaja Pariksit, the son of Uttara, was allowed to live in those 5 places. What are the 5 places? Dyutam, Panam, Striyam, Shuna, and money. 5 places. Therefore, whoever desires progressive well-being, especially kings, religionists, public leaders, brahmanas, sannyasis, should never come in contact with the 4 above-mentioned irreligious principles. Thereafter, the king re-established the 4 legs of the personal religion, the bull, and by encouraging activities sufficiently improved the condition of the earth. The most fortunate Emperor Maharaja Pariksit was entrusted to the kingdom of Hastinapur Maharaj Yudhishthira when he desired to retire to the forest. Is now ruling the world with great success due to his being glorified by the deeds of the kings of the Kuru dynasty. Maharaja Pariksit, the son of Abhimanyu, is so experienced that by dint of his expert administration and patronage, it has been possible for you to perform a sacrifice as this. This is going on. Suta Goswami is speaking to sages of Naimisharanya. Okay, I think enough 2 chapters are enough. Summary study of Bhagavatam. Yes, beautiful. You all enjoy hearing Bhagavatam every day.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Dharmesh ji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam.
So everybody is chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram.
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Diksha classes have also started. Okay.
Prabhuji, where are you sending the messages? I am not getting. Is it in that Gita 18 group? Because I didn't get this.
Which message you didn't get?
Means you said the picture was sent. I didn't get. Then about the change of classes and new timings. I
No,
just
not that.
received.
Don't worry. Same links. No change. That
But
happened previous batch. when we changed from June 30 to July 1st, that time I was talking, not now.
But you told us about the new batches of Bhakti Vriksha classes. I don't know where to see them.
Mataji, see, anytime any confusion is there, you please put here. Can you see that?
Mangalore.com.
Okay.
Can you see, Mataji? Just send a mail anytime. Simple. Amadas@gmail. Just write to me. I'll send you anything. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dharmesh ji. Yeah, my
Hare
parents.
Krishna. Yes, very happy to see them. Dandvat pranam to them.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, any questions? Nice, no, today, hearing about Kali Purusha entering the world.
Yes,
It's the will of the God that Kali comes. But why did God at all created that Yuga?
Now, people are like that, where they will live. There are people who want to live in Kaliyuga. They are very happy. They can't live without drinking. Where Krishna will give? Vaikuntha se to nikal diya. Metal world mein to jagah dena padega na. He has to give some place where people indulge in the four kind of activities.
It is said that due to the prabhav of Kali, all unauspicious things start happening. So, we are governed by him.
It doesn't mean when it is raining, you should take an umbrella out. You cannot blame Kali. Suppose somebody was saying, why you are drinking. What to do? It is Kali Yuga. अरे बाबा, छतरी निकालो ना. छतरी किधर है आपका? बारिश हो रहा है तो छतरी निकालो. The Kaliyuga, it's like very easily you can get infected, but keep your umbrella out. And what is the umbrella? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Then Krishna will not act on you. That's the only hope. There is no other hope.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Okay, we break now. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
We will tomorrow. We'll continue. Hare Krishna. You can read Bhagavatam with all explanation from the net. Together we do a summary study. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.